Chinese spy time, okay? Chinese spy.
To manipulate Congressman Eric Swalwell, and the revelations about China's attempts to manipulate Congressman Eric Swalwell are particularly eye-opening given his stance as a prominent Russia hoaxer.
I saw collusion, from the very beginning when, they were so eager to work with the Russians.
You believe that President Trump still is an agent of Russia. What do you mean by that?
He acts on their behalf. Our country has seen just an influx of Russians into our political bloodstream, and that's something that did not exist until Donald Trump came on the scene.
Those defamatory, slanderous, idiotic comments alone should disqualify him from sitting in the House Intel Committee. But now we know he's actually susceptible to Chinese manipulation. So is it time to boot him off that committee? And again, consider a law that says if you've profited off of or been manipulated by the Chinese government, how can you ever work in elected office again or for the government? Joining me now is House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Congressman, people might not think committee positions are very important. It might seem like a very micro issue. But how important is this story vis-a-vis our relationship with China and what they're trying to do here?
This is only the tip of the iceberg. Because remember what we're hearing. These are Chinese spies that go down to the level of a mayor. They court and help a city council member become a congressman. This congressman now gets...
This is the fucking House Minority Leader. This is some wild stuff.
On the Intel Committee. They are only selected from the Intel Committee by the leaders of their party, meaning Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is one of the Gang of Eight.
Oh yeah, guys, China manufactures all of Donald Trump's merchandise for his campaign. It's all made in China. Yeah, he also has hidden bank accounts in China. This has been stuff we've known for a long time. But, whatever. A Chinese person was involved with Eric Swalwell, I guess.
Along with myself. Did Nancy Pelosi know this had transpired when she put him on the committee? We have our Senator Dianne Feinstein, for 2 decades, the personal assistant that hear all the private phone calls in the car and others, a Chinese spy. Why did the Democrats pull out of the bipartisan China task force I had set up? Why did Speaker Pelosi pull out of that? Why have they denied certain bills that would hold China accountable that have passed the Senate not come to the floor? Why do they focus on Silicon Valley members of Congress?
Oh yeah, Ivanka's
why
new
is he
trademarks,
still on
all
the
kinds of
Intel
stuff.
Committee, let alone why is he still a member of Congress? Did Adam Schiff know, as chairman of that committee, that he had this problem? Remember what the Intel Committee gets: information that no other members are able to see. And remember what this member did. He was so preoccupied going after this president, he was not protecting our country from bad actors. When he questioned Comey, he literally set up the questionnaire of what happened to him.
Right.
Could an individual come in? Yes.
Yeah, this was, Congressman, this was all holding up the shiny object, the bogus object of Russia. Look at here. Meanwhile, China's going to town on us in other ways, including in his own office. Now, just a couple of months ago, Swalwell, in other ways, Russia.
Yes.
Yeah, this was, Congressman, this was all holding up the shiny object, the bogus object of Russia. Look at here. Meanwhile, China's going to town on us in other ways, including in his own office.
Did she basically just imply that China's raping America? And also having sex with Eric Swalwell? All right.
Now, just a couple of months ago, Swalwell was out spreading this lie. Watch.
DNI Ratcliffe continues to try and say that China or Iran are equally as threatening as Russia, when Russia is the only one who has a strict preference for Donald Trump, is trying to tear down Joe Biden, is actively trying to run misinformation campaigns through Congress. No other country is going that far and has that much resources.
So he's vilifying Ratcliffe and protecting China. How does this guy get on the Intel Committee? And isn't it time for congressional hearings of some sort about the Chinese influence?
Wait.
Yes, that's what
I was Okay, I need more information on this story because so far I thought this would give me more. It didn't.
Why I did the task force. That's why I went forward with the Republicans did, even when the Democrats pulled out a bipartisan. But question, why is he going after the director of Intel, John Radcliffe, who recently came out and showed where China is 6 times larger spending and spying than Russia is, 12 times larger in Iran. But the only person attacking him is Swalwell. Now we learn why.
And
why
by
is
the
this
way,
person still
wait,
there?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, the only person attacking the president for ties to China is Eric Swalwell? Where have you been, Kevin McCarthy?
responded moments ago, Congressman, to the Axios story, saying to Politico, I've been a critic of the president. I've spoken out against him. I was on both committees that worked to impeach him. The timing feels like that should be looked at. So now, let me just get this straight. Donald Trump is responsible for not so Swalwell being duped for 2 years before Trump became president? What? That's
and listen
cute.
remember what Swalwell said. He accused the president of everything that he did by lying to the American public and sitting on the Intel committee.
Congressman.
Sitting is his fetish. We all know it in Congress. So, like, okay, so they're trying to make the argument that he's been compromised, but, like, obviously the reason this is a story now, when, like, this incident occurred years before Donald Trump became president, obviously the reason it's a story now is because the president made it a story, because when the president speaks, it becomes a news story. So...
Not only should he be removed from the Intel, he should be removed from Congress as well.
Well, I think there's going to be a real inquiry into how much he knew, when did he know it, and how did this actually happen? How did it go down? Who opened the door here?
And when did Adam Schiff know, and when did the Speaker know? The Speaker appoints the Democrats to that committee.
We need our own whistleblower here. Congressman, thank you so much. And
all right, let's take a look at this Politico article that they were talking about in the story, okay? Is this what we want?
Jim, I was shocked when, just over 6 years ago, I was told about this individual. And then I offered to help, and I did help. And I was thanked by the FBI.
First off, what is going on with this home decor? What? I don't understand, like, the black floral wallpaper. I don't understand this wicker man up here, or the green furniture. I don't know. It's my grandmother's house.
For my help, and that person is no longer in the country. And I was a little surprised to read about my cooperation in that story, because the story says that there was never a suspicion of wrongdoing on my part, and all I did was cooperate. And the FBI said that yesterday. But the wrongdoing here, Jim, is that at the same time this story was being leaked out is the time that I was working on impeachment on the House Intelligence and Judiciary Committees. And if this is a country where people who criticize the president are going to have law enforcement information weaponized against them, that's not a country that any of us want to live in. And I hope it is investigated as to who leaked this information.
Okay. Following a report that linked him to an alleged Chinese spy. Okay. So, right off the bat, we don't know that this person is actually a Chinese spy. Yeah, I don't know, OmniSlap. I don't know. I have a lot of questions about his interior decorating skills, okay? So, right off the bat, we don't actually know that this person is a spy, but let's keep reading. That Swalwell was among a group of prominent Bay Area Democrats targeted by a Chinese national named Fang, or Christina Fang, allegedly an operative for China's Ministry of State Security, the country's premier intelligence organization. Fang first interacted with Swalwell, now a member of the House Intelligence Committee, when he served on the Dublin City Council in California. Swalwell defeated longtime Democratic incumbent Pete Stark in 2012, a stunning upset that made the young politician a star member of the incoming freshman class. By 2014, Fang was reportedly bundling donor checks for Swalwell's re-election campaign, according to Axios. Fang also helped replace an intern in Swalwell's office. 2015, U.S. intelligence officials who had been monitoring Fang's activities became concerned about her ties to Swalwell and provided a defensive briefing to the California Democrat, Axios reported. Swalwell immediately cut off all contact with Fang, and he is not suspected of any improper actions with in his dealings with her. Dang. This sounds like this story really just absolutely, wow, what criminal negligence on his part. Wow. If only he had been more racist towards this Chinese woman. What did you want this, what did people want this story to be? Like, yeah, he should have immediately known that she might have been a spy. Yeah. What? OMG, Fang Fang would be a really cool band name. True, Fang Fang would be a great band name. You could be like have a vampire aesthetic or something. It'd be great. Put that out there, dang Fang. Let's see. Also, what a cool name, like Fang. Amazing. This could have been avoided if you were just more racist. I know, right? While Fang had interactions with other current House members, including Tulsi Gabbard, Ro Khanna, as well as other politicians, Swalwell is concerned that the information was leaked to hurt him politically. Appears as though this person, as the story reports, was unsuccessful in whatever they were trying to do, but if intelligence officials are trying to weaponize someone's cooperation, they're essentially seeking to do what this person was not able to do, which is try and discredit someone. Refused to discuss his relationship with Fang, although he did say the controversy was not going to cost him the Intelligence Committee seat. As the story referenced, this goes back to the beginning of the last decade, and it's something that congressional leadership knew about, Swalwell said. Okay, so this seems like not a story. This is not a story. I thought this was going to be juicier. Like, I thought this was going to be, like, salacious. I thought this was going to be, like, oh man, yeah, she came into his office wearing a spicy red dress, and like she came out like half an hour later covered in sweat, bosom heaving. Like, I thought that this was going to be like a spicy story, and instead this is mostly just like Eric Swalwell knew a lady for a while, and then the FBI came and said, hey, she might be a spy, and then he just stopped all contact with her. The end. That seemed, I don't know, I thought this was going to be more of a story. This still doesn't mean she is a spy. True, it doesn't mean she is a spy. She could have been connected, could have been someone connected to politics that an actual intel person was getting info from somehow, with or without her knowledge. Again, assuming she was legit and info threat. True. Saucy honeypot story. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a saucy honeypot, and instead we get I guess like a non-saucy pot, which I guess would just be a pot. We have a normal pot story. Yeah, I wanted spicy spy intrigue. You know, if we're gonna talk, like, guys, when I put Chinese spy in like the title of my stream, I want it to be salacious AF. I want it to be like they were shagging, in the office. He took her on a private yacht, in more ways than one, and like these are the things I was hoping for, and instead it's just kind of oh no, oh, I fight for them, oh no. So those of you who don't know, Ben Garrison is basically the worst. And if racism is an issue for you, which it should be, this will probably be awful. Ben Garrison. Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck? So, yeah, Ben Garrison is a massive racist. Ben Garrison has drawn a lot of cartoons, a lot of political cartoons with a lot of awful undertones. This is one of the worst ones I've seen. Not only is she a Chinese dragon, she's also like vampiric. She's also you make bang bang with fang fang. Me give you money. Me love you long time. A like the accent is like bad enough, but also me love you long time is like old school racist from like 70 years ago. And also, I haven't seen anything that indicates that she actually had an affair with him. So this is like some wild, wild shit. Anyway, Ben Garrison is an absolute hack. Um, and yeah, most of the time his cartoons are actually funny because he's like so bad at humor it kind of comes back around to being funny, but in a way he didn't intend. Um, this one is just awful. Like a racist 10-year-old dreamed it up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wait, is Ben Garrison the guy who drew all those comics about AOC and Tulsi, or is that someone else? Omnislap. No, that I mean, there are a lot of political cartoonists, but I'm here. Let's take a quick look at Ben Garrison AOC. I'm sure I had caps lock on. Yeah, Ben Garrison has been a piece of shit for a really long time. Oh, Crazio? What kind of nickname is that? What? All right. I deeply hate this. Yeah. Here's another one. We'll go to Facebook. Yeah. Drink up, someone else will pay for it. Stalin stale ale. Oh, look, they serve reason and logic at AOC's bar, which AOC's bar is just called AOC's bar. Very clever, you know? You got to get your late term abortion juice, got to get your tax on the beach, your Venezuelan surprise. Wait, what, what is what is this drink supposed to be? Is it like an orange slushy with a dead rat straw? What? Mark Sarita, the Stalin stale ale, the Green New Deal. Socialism is sexy. I This is the ultimate form of yeah, indeed. Like Ben Garrison. Ben Garrison is is the consummate boomer meme artist. Okay, Vavuzela, indeed. No socialism pun for the bar name, right? I don't think Ben Garrison has ever been in a bar where someone buys everyone else around. You know, I think he has a thing for him. Yeah. Who boy. Anyway, the race Bateton? What? All right, whatever. Where were we? Okay. Yeah, I thought we had a better, a better story here about a Chinese spy, but nope.